Today we are talking about my favorite piece of grip gear in my arsenal. It turns this into this. Let's go. Controlling light, whether inside or out, is the cornerstone of creating beautiful cinematic images. But there's a problem with that, particularly when we're outside, where we need large frames to help us control and sort of shape that light. And especially if you are a traveling videographer or cinematographer, well, they're big clunky frames, they're heavy, they don't pack down small, and that creates a whole other set of problems. There is a solution, of course, and that is from Chimera, the Pro Panel Kit. It's an aluminum rag frame that comes in nearly every size, but the one I have is the largest at 6x6. Even though it's the largest option, the whole kit weighs 7 pounds and packs down to next to nothing, leaving a ton of room in the carry bag. So I use the carry bag for lots of other grip, like arms, grip heads, etc. The frame is built from high quality aluminum and snaps together like tent poles. The diameter of the poles snugs perfectly into a grip head. So what can you do with this kit? Well, there's a lot of things you can do with this kit, but today we're going to focus on one of its most popular uses, which is shooting subjects outside, and we're going to look at 3 different setups. There are a large variety of different fabrics for this kit, but today we'll examine 2 of the most used, the Ultra Bounce and the Half Diffusion. Chimera makes available several other fabrics, including nets, diffusion, and bounce, but there's really nothing stopping you from just taking your own material and clipping it up yourself. The first use is when setting up in direct sunlight. Direct light can be harsh on your subject, both aesthetically and for the talent's eyes. In this first example, we'll set up using the half diffusion between the sun and the subject. Immediately, this makes the skin tones much more pleasant. We can take this further by adding a bit of negative fill to both give the face some shape, but also to block out some of the green cast from all the foliage surrounding us. In this example, what I've done is use the black side of the Ultra Bounce just to block out a majority of the green cast. Then I've used a small strip of duvetine just under the frame to really accent that negative fill. I've also used a cheap beadboard just to bring some direction for the front key. And then finally, we'll use another styro board to sort of redirect some of the light for an accent backlight. This next example is shooting towards the sun. In this setup, we'll use the sun as a backlight, and we skin the frame with the white side of the Ultra Bounce. We position it similar to a modeling interview light. In this way, now we have a 3-point lighting setup with just one panel. I find this works best when you have slightly diffused light. It's a little bit more difficult to make it look good when you're dealing with full midday high sun. When this is the case, we often have to employ other strategies or additional equipment. The final example is when we are in overcast or shadow light. Most often this leads to flat, one-dimensional images. We can use the black side of the Ultra Bounce to bring in some negative fill and provide shape. I can also use a little bit more styrofoam just to push in a little bit more light on the key side. And that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, if you like what we're doing here, please subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. If you have any comments about how you use diffusion frames or any questions about how we use diffusion frames, and particularly the Pro Panel Kit, then please comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And that's it for today. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Go out there, have some fun, and happy shooting.